To install the Cypress Developer Toolkit, the first thing you're going to do is clone the repository to your local machine. So you'll clone it and then type in your SSH key password, and then you can begin by downloading the repositories, which is available through the download repos shell script. So what I'm going to do now is navigate to this project on my local machine. And then I'm going to go ahead and open up a terminal window. Once I'm in the directory that I want, I can run this shell script, and then it's going to ask me for my SSH key a few times because these are all individual repositories. So you'll type in your password a few times here. And once more for this repository. Oh, typed that one in wrong, so we'll redo that, and then type in the password one more time here for the RSVC repository. All right, so now that we got the repositories, now we can download REDCap software itself. The REDCap software is protected by the consortium website, or the community website rather. So I'm typing in 13137 here, and then I'm entering my credentials. And so we're going to wait for this to actually download in real time here on the video. And once we're done with this download, what we're going to do is we will spin up the Docker test environment. We do that by going to the REDCap Docker directory and then issuing Docker compose up. So the zip file is downloaded successfully, as you see on screen here. And now we're just going to have to wait for the zip to unzip the version of 13137. And now that that has unzipped successfully, we're going to go into the REDCap Docker directory. We're going to spin up that container by issuing Docker compose up. And now that all those Docker containers are going up, now we can start the Cypress environment. So we're going to cd into the REDCap Cypress directory, go to npm install on that directory, which runs Node Package Manager and installs all of your Node dependencies. And then we'll wait for all of these dependencies to install, which includes the REDCap Cypress test framework. As you can see, version 13137 is in the REDCap source directory. So we're just going to hang on a moment here for the rest of these dependencies to load, and then we'll be able to issue npx cypress open, which will run our Cypress environment on our local machine. So we're going to click on EDE testing and then click on start EDE testing in Chrome. Once we do this, I'll go ahead and run the first test here to see if our test environment is functional. And it looks like it is. So we are going to visit the v13137 instance of REDCap. And now that that's running, let's get the 14.0.6 version running. So to do that, we update the cypress.env.json file. And so what we will do before anything else, though, is download the REDCap source code. So we're going to go back to our download REDCap shell script, and we're going to issue 14.0.6 here instead of the 13137 this time around. We're going to have to enter in our credentials one more time. And then we just have to wait for the download. And while we're waiting for the download, what we can do is we will update our REDCap version in our cypress.env.json file. So I'm going to go ahead and navigate there. And we'll change this to 14.0.6. And then we'll go ahead and save that file. And we'll check on the progress here. So it looks like the file has downloaded successfully. However, we're still waiting for it to unzip. So we'll just wait a moment here for that to unzip. It's still working. You can see the zip file sitting there in the directory, and still waiting on that to unzip. Might take a moment here. Okay, I just saw it appear. So it looks like the version's there now. So as soon as that version appears, we should be able to go into Chrome EDE testing again and then run against the feature test, and it should this time run against version 14.0.6. As you'll see, this is running against 14.0.6 now. And we'll just go ahead and restart it one more time, and then we'll just verify that we're on 14.0.6 here. I'll just stop the test, and then we'll look at the version at the bottom of the page. So we're seeing 14.0.6. Thanks for watching.